People have been watching you, hoping you would fail, but instead you've been rising. You have done so much better than they expected. You need to ignore these people. Send them unconditional love. I know nobody wants to hear that, do they? It doesn't mean you need to get involved with them again. It just means send love back to them. That's why all the good things are coming in. Because you haven't sought retaliation or revenge. These are people who, look, it's all a test. Everything's a test. They're projecting their failures, their discouragement onto you. And it's time for you to make a completely fresh start. Don't talk to people. Don't tell, look, projecting, okay? I said projecting already. They're projecting their failures. Don't talk to these people. Don't tell them what you're planning on doing. Just let them be surprised. In fact, in the past, you might have told them your wishes, hopes, and dreams, and they were so discouraging, laughing at you, and now you've gone on to do exactly what you said you were going to do, accomplishing a lot. People get really triggered by that. Everything is energy, distractions. And on the floor, keep going. In the face of all this, like it doesn't matter what they think. And some of them are big and loud and trying to be scary, trying to intimidate you, mad because they can't. It's just triggering their insecurities. They didn't expect you to be so confident or so bold. I just got trifling, petty. People who are not worthy of your time, okay? Beyond this reading, we talk about this reading, like, that's it. Don't give these people any more attention. This is just enough attention to tell you to not look at them anymore, in case you already have been, in case there are people in your life who are really trying to get your attention with some kind of garbage. No more garbage people. It's just garbage. It's like this projecting. I mean, literally what that means, like, look, it's like a movie projector, projecting an image, projecting failure, projecting their discouragement, their energy onto you. Everything is energy. Your energy is going to tell you. Because you may be encountering people in public, people you've known for a long time. I'm getting like a small town vibe. Maybe some kind of reunion, whether it be for school or family, something like that coming up or being planned. Some of you just got invitations about it. Parties coming up. Look, when you encounter these people and they project this stuff, prepare yourself. They can only enter your energy field if you let them. I've been getting that download a lot. And then it was confirmed by some spiritual teachers that I follow. Just imagine yourself protected from their projection. Protection. They can't enter your biofield, your energy field, unless you let them. The second you give them any kind of anger, sadness, and I'm talking to myself too, because it's very easy to get triggered by these people, the ones who have tried to hold us back our whole lives. When they continue to do that, especially if we've actually done well, that's really painful. It can make you really angry. The second you do that, you connect to their energy and you go down to their level. You become their puppet. That's what they want. They want you to be as angry as they are. They want you to be as discouraged as they are. Instead of talking about you like this, they could just take a note from you, Rise above this. Because the reason I'm giving you this reading is because these people have been in your energy. It could be just even the thought of seeing them again is triggering. I know what that's like. Look, maybe you don't need to go to the reunion. Look, it doesn't have to be a reunion or even a party, but maybe you don't need to even talk to them again. If it's that triggering, that it's going to bring down your vibe and you're going to want to get angry and scream or whatever, even if you keep it inside, even if the anger and the screaming or whatever is inside, if it's that bad, then just don't be around it. Work on yourself. Take care of yourself first. You don't have to give your energy to everybody. I mean, yeah, it'd be great to be around anyone and just not get triggered, but if you're not there yet, you're not there yet. There's no reason to derail yourself. Look, you hide your pain. Okay, this confirms. And I didn't even know these were the cards that came out. You hide your pain. You will know the right time to see them, to interact with them again. You will know the right time. And you'll know what to tell them and what not to tell them. You don't have to tell them everything. These are also people who ask very probing questions and want to know everything you're into. How much money you make? And if anybody asks you that question, just run in the opposite direction. Why would people ask that? It's so, ugh, that's so intrusive. But no, you don't have to answer their questions. It doesn't matter what they are. It doesn't matter who they are. And honestly, it's better to just stay at home and distract yourself from the pain than go and have to interact with these people. Why? Why give them your time when you could work on yourself? And don't worry about what they're saying. I'm getting the energy of someone who is really worried about what they're saying. Like maybe somebody else is stirring the pot, like sending you screenshots of a group chat, screenshots of something on social media. I really am getting like a pot stirrer vibe, an instigator. Avoid the instigators. These people are siphoning your consciousness, your energy. Because anytime you're giving them thought, giving them attention, they're siphoning. They are an emotional vampire. And don't do that for anyone else either. Like, focus on you. I don't care what you focused on in the past. I don't care what kind of standard people held you to in the past. Focus on you. You can change your life anytime. And I just did some readings tonight. Like, I just started offering personal readings again for the first time in a long time, just in a way that's safe for me. I can't do one-on-one, like face-to-face, at least not right now, but I can do where I send you a video reading. Anyway, I have to protect my energy too. Yeah, it'd be great to be around anyone and just not be triggered and not get angry. But some of us may have to work up to that by taking care of ourselves first. A lot of us haven't done that yet. We don't know how to take care of ourselves first because we've always had to take care of other people in some way. Even if it's not physically, it's like mentally. Had to be who they wanted us to be. Wear the mask that we needed to wear to survive them. And that mask gets heavy. That's why you shouldn't feel bad about it. You shouldn't feel bad if you're just like, you know what, these people are going to trigger me. They're going to get me off track. Some of you might even be driven to use some kind of substance that you've given up in the past. Not worth it. Not worth it. You don't owe them anything. There's no reason to just blindly walk into a room full of haters like that. You know, that's why some of us need groups, people, like-minded individuals, people who we can encourage each other and not just share trauma, not trauma dump. Encourage each other. See the good in things. If you ever written fiction, okay, you'll have people who want to be creative partners or editors or something, people who want to get involved in the book, or people that you even pay to get involved in the book. Well, there are some editors, some critique partners, creative partners who, or, you know, writer groups. You got to be careful of these writer groups out there. Because they'll tear each other to shreds, and it's the blind leading the blind. They don't know what they're talking about. But the literary world is full of those people, at least until self-publishing came along. I think things have changed a little bit because there's no gatekeeping anymore. For some reason, in the fiction world, like the literary world, it's always been the thing to just hack everybody to pieces. Upload your work somewhere and you'll have a bunch of critique partners who just, this is terrible and here's why, and rewrite it and all this stuff. And it's weird because the ones you want to focus on are the people who love your books for what it is. It's weird. I really don't know where that comes from in the literary world, but I'd suggest avoiding that. And I may have written fiction before. Don't ask. May have been successful. Don't ask. Not something I do anymore. But anyway, some of the best advice I ever took was this. Don't go to those critique groups. It's the blind leading the blind. The only ones who matter are the readers. And especially now you can self-publish. So what's it matter if somebody hated it? Like I've had people come at me, like critique people who after I'd already written something that was making big sales, they want to come and hack it up. And it's like, do you realize that's already selling? Then they get quiet. It's like nobody asked your opinion. And that's what I mean about life in general. It's like, why throw yourself to the wolves, to the sharks, the piranhas? Why do that willingly? Focus on the ones who love you, care about you. Even if people are in your own family or friend group or went to high school with, whatever. If they're all haters, just avoid them. You don't need them. You don't need their projection. You don't need their negativity. I think it gets easier to be around those people if you also have a support group of people who aren't like that, who encourage you and see the best in you and don't try to just rip your work to shreds. And by work, I mean, this doesn't have to have anything to do with fiction writing. It's just in general, your ideas, who you are as a person. People who want to throw you away. Hang with the winners, okay? Find people who encourage you. The second people start discouraging you, like if you share your dreams with them, which is best not to do, honestly, be quiet about that stuff. If you do that and they start discouraging you, just it can be hard not to listen because people get in your head easily. It happens to all of us. I don't care who you are. I don't care how strong you think you are. That's a muscle you got to work out. You got to really get better at that, at putting your shield up, your protective shield, protecting your energy field. But you can do it, and you're allowed to do it. You don't have to willingly subject yourself to any of this. That's why a lot of people really don't even look forward to the holidays, like Christmas or Thanksgiving. Don't know where you live. I mean, you could be outside the United States. I don't know if you have Thanksgiving, but a lot of people avoid holiday season with family because they don't want to be around them, or they just sit there and drink the whole time. I've known tons of people who did that. It's hard because these people who are supposed to be closest to us, encourage us, can be the worst. Don't let them do that. Don't let them do that. That's why keep it for yourself. Keep some things to yourself. You don't need to give your consciousness to everybody. The second you connect with that anger, they've got you. Don't let them project on you. The second you feel that projection, seriously, think of it this way. It's like energy coming at you. It's like a movie projector, like I just showed you. Think about it. You have, like, you go to the movies, you have the projector, like the person sitting way off in the back behind the seats who's actually projecting the movie onto the screen. You're the screen. You're going to feel that. You're going to feel that energy, that heat. You're just going to sit there. You're just going to stand there and take it like a blank canvas. You don't have to. You don't have to take anything from these people. What other people think of you really is none of your business anyway. Spreading positivity. Exactly. Drifting apart from these people. Doubt surface, temporary distance. Okay, even if it's just temporary, even if you're just like, I'm going to skip the birthday party this year, I'll go next year. But surround yourself, if you can, if possible, because I know these people it's easier said than done to surround yourself with positive people. But I'm sending you the energy right now of positivity, of people who encourage you and don't discourage you and don't just take your dreams and throw them in the toilet, because people will do that. There are tons of people who do that. It's their own projection. And it sucks, but they're in our own families most of the time. I hope not. If you don't come from that kind of family, consider yourself blessed. But some of us came to this earth, unfortunately, to experience those types of... There's many words I could use to describe these people. But we came here to experience that, and we're doing a good job. The fact that we're still going, we're doing a good job. Don't let them trigger you. Don't let them make you angry. The distance can be temporary or permanent. It is up to you. Last card. You make peace wherever you go. Don't let them trigger you. Like I said, exactly. This is the perfect card to come out. They trigger you, they win. You make peace, they lose. You win. Seriously. And if the only way you can make peace, honestly, until you build that muscle up where you can withstand these people, is just avoid them. Nothing wrong with protecting your energy. You make peace wherever you go. It is spoken, it is written, and so it is. Amen.